Hey everybody, Dan Casella here, going to tell you the story of William B. Elmer, Company H of the 24th New Jersey Volunteers. William would be born on June 28, 1840 to a Theodore and Ann Elmer. He would be the youngest of three boys, and according to the Cumberland County Historic Days, which was printed after the war, there's a little snippet about the Elmer family, and it reads, quote, "In the gallant contingent from Fairfield came the Elmer family to take a leading part in the great battles for human liberty. The oldest brother, Lucius Quintus Cincinnatus Elmer, would serve in Company E of the 12th New Jersey. Theodore W. Elmer would serve in Company H of the 3rd New Jersey Cavalry, and William would serve, like I said, in Company H of the 24th. So I've looked through some maps in the Library of Congress of Fairton, and the home that I'm about to show you is labeled to a T. Elmer. Now, there's a lot of Elmers in Fairton that had homes labeled on this map. This was the only one to T. Elmer, which I would think would be either his father, Theodore Elmer, or the middle brother, Theodore Elmer. So here's the Wayne Motts moment here. Underneath all of this is the home, or was the home where it stood, the home of William Elmer here in Fairton. The house next to it was also registered to an Elmer family member, and across the street, I believe, is this right here, is the remnants of a store that was here in town. All right, guys, I'm going to take you down to the stone church down the street here and show you where William B. Elmer is buried. Hey guys, back here at the old stone church in Fairton, New Jersey. This church was built in anyway, it had to stop because of the Revolutionary War. It was literally started, I think, in like 1774, and then in 1776 it stopped because of the war, the Revolutionary War. Anyway, getting sidetracked. This is the place where Company H of the 24th New Jersey would have its initial muster on September 2nd, 1862. According to the West Jersey Pioneer, about 65 men would meet here, receiving a $100 enlistment bonus, and they would go on to Camp Cadwalder in Beverly, New Jersey, and eventually become part of Nathan Kimball's brigade and be sistered with the 28th New Jersey. Now, when they join the Union Army, they're told they will not go to the front. They're going to stay in the defenses of Washington, D.C. They're told that by their commanding officer and by New Jersey newspapers. But like I said, they go to the brigade of General Nathaniel Kimball, with the 28th New Jersey, the 14th Indiana, the 4th and the 8th Ohio, and the 7th West Virginia, which was under William French's division. And then, like I said, they were promised by the newspapers that they would stay in the defenses of Washington. When they get transferred to active Army Corps, there's kind of like a stir-up amongst the men, and it's pretty interesting. But anyway, I'll tell you about the Battle of Fredericksburg here in a second. We're deep here in the burial plots here at the Old Stone Church here in Fairton, New Jersey. I'm going to continue my my little spiel here. Battle of Fredericksburg, December 11th, the Union Army crosses the Rappahannock River into town. December 12th, the Union Army kind of lollygags in making its next move. December 13th is when things get really bad. The Federals took the town. On December 13th, actions begin on Morey's Heights as a diversion for the Confederate left flank, also known as Slaughter Pen Farm. Kimball's brigade is one of the first brigades, if not the first brigade, to open the ball at Murray's Heights. Now, the 24th New Jersey would be armed with Belgian Vincenzi rifles, which were these short little, they weren't like long muskets, they were short little rifles. They probably came up to about here on the body. Anyway, with the 28th on their left, just before stepping off, General Kimball addressed the regiments, asking them to remember their duty and to, quote, "Remember you are Jersey men." In the ensuing disaster, the 24th was shattered, losing 160 killed and wounded or missing. Their attack would bring to almost a direct front of the famed Inns and Stevens houses, two homes that are like right on the Confederate line, right at the stone wall. They would advance as far as the modern-day Whedon or Little Page Street, or about as far as the 7-Eleven. That's in town that historians sort of gauge as the marker of the furthest Federal advance, because the battlefield is now so over sprawled by modern homes and whatnot. The 7-Eleven, yeah, is now the keystone, is now one of the stone mark points of the Fredericksburg battlefield. So then they would try to get cover behind the swale, the small swale that's there on the heights. That's sort of where every Union soldier tries to go that makes an attack up Morey's Heights, and is subjected to an incredible crossfire of muskets and artillery. The Confederates on the stone wall, the Confederates that are up on the hill on top of the Brompton House. It's just terrible. So this is from, again, another quote from the West Jersey Pioneer. The name of New Jersey is again in all of our mouths and her praise on all our tongues, for the splendid gallantry of her troops in the severe battle on the Rappahannock. Wherever work was to be done requiring cool, persistent valor, there were New Jersey soldiers ready and able to do it. The long list of killed and wounded of her noble sons tells the story better than aught else. It is a proud thing for New Jersey to reflect that she never had a regiment falter on the field. The blood of the Jersey Blues has no pollution of cowardice in its strain. All honor and thanks to the New Jersey line. I think that's pretty incredible. So anyway, the 24th New Jersey, like I said, suffered 160 men killed, wounded, or missing. Unfortunately, one of those wounded would be William Elmer. It doesn't say anywhere on his records or anything that I could find of where or how he was wounded, but it is stated that he was wounded and he's taken off the field. He goes to the hospital in Falmouth, or he's evacuated to Falmouth, and that's where he passes away 158 years ago today, December 22nd, 1862. He is buried here at the Old Stone Church in memory of William Elmer, Theodore and Anne, June 40th, all this stuff. June 1840. That's it. This is where William would end. This is where he makes his final resting place. A wonderful GAR marker here as well. That's it. This is where his story ends. The 24th would go on to fight at Chancellorsville, and then they are mustered out like June 20th, 1863 in right in Beverly, and a lot of the men are there and like join the 33rd and even I think the 33rd New Jersey, which is a Zouave regiment, and they go on to serve like in Georgia and whatnot. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. I'm sorry if it was a little long, and I say a lot, but I'm trying to work through everything. Yeah, like I said, hope you enjoyed, and thanks for tuning in. A like, a share, subscribe is cool. If not, can't tell you what to do. But anyway, thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again soon. Cheers.